This is going to be my, I guess, longboard overview video. So I'll go over my trucks, my wheels, bearings, deck, and also a how-to repair video on a chipped longboard. Alright, so these are the trucks and wheels. The trucks are gull wing stalkers with rubberized outer, outside, so they absorb a lot more shock going down the road. And they are 50-degree trucks with a barrel bushing on the top and just flat bushing on the bottom, reverse kingpin. And in the wheels I have just normal reds, Bones reds, and the wheels are orangutan in heat, so they're the really squishy kind. You can just kind of mold them around. And they have a 56mm contact patch, 75mm wide, 88 tires. So like I said, really soft, great for cruising around, soaking up bumps, and getting down some hills. And the sharp edge on the side of the wheel, it doesn't have any roundness to it. It's really just a sharp edge which helps you grip the road when you're going around corners. So this deck is, if you can believe it, genuine eBay deck. It's the blue drop deck, which it kind of has a little raise in the middle, if you can see that, not very well. And it has a slight drop from the toe down to the main deck. Yeah, you can see it there. It kind of curves back up in the center. And the grip tape is just some nice $7 grip tape I picked up. And I have the foot pads where I usually put my feet in the middle. I just kind of messed around because I had some extra stuff to spare. And for the repair, it's a giant fat chip out of the front. This is, of course, this is after I applied wood putty. So this whole front area, what you can see, had just a big piece missing out of it, almost all the way through, and it also had it on the bottom side as well. And so I just took some wood putty that you can pick up from Ace or wherever, and I just slathered it on there, got it nice and thick. So today I'll be showing you how to sand that back down and get the curve right back on the toe of the board. Alright, so this would be the toe right here that got a nice fat chip in it, which got run over by a car. So what I just have, really, it hooks. This is something that would hook onto a drill usually to sand, but I prefer hand sanding. So all you really want to do is just go through and get flat with the board, and you want to start high, so you take off all the extra stuff until you get all the way down to where all this putty is actually flat with the board, so when you repaint it, no one can really tell that you had to redo a chip in your board. So I'll show you my progress, and then this is pretty much just about done. When I tilt the board up, you can't see really any spots where the putty is higher than the actual board, and that's really what you want. And you want to get a nice, smooth, clean finish where you can just rub your hand across it and it feels really nice. And you don't feel a lip between your board and the putty at all. And so this looks a lot better than when I first started sanding, and once you actually paint it, it'll all come out good. And so I wanted to do a little extra video on the toe, and so what I might end up doing is putting more putty, because as you can see right there, it's kind of a little splotchy there, but I'm just going to start sanding it down and seeing where that'll get me and see if it'll start looking better. If it doesn't, I'll add more putty. But so for the toe, you want to make sure that you follow the curve of the already existing right here, so you get a nice smooth curve all the way around. You don't want to sand it so you have a divot, because then it won't look very nice. So yeah, make sure you get that toe. And right now it's not too far off what it should be, but I'm still going to sand it a little bit down, get the rough edges off. So this is after sanding the toe down. As you can see, it's pretty much level. It doesn't look like there's too much a difference in the curve, maybe a little bit, but that's as far as I'm willing to sand it down, because you don't want to sand it down to the point where the putty has nothing to grab onto and it'll just all crumble away. And if you really wanted to do this really nicely, you could always keep adding putty and resanding till all those little cracks and bumps are gone, like that crack, and there's one over here. But for my sake, I don't really mind those little chips as long as the big massive one is gone. So yeah, this is the end of the I guess sanding down of it. So I might do a later video on repainting, but for now this is as far as I'm willing to go on it.